Hello, good evening, everyone. This is your friend Vivek Bajaj, and very glad that I'm taking this session on Wednesday. Wednesday, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock is fixed from my side, where I try to answer your questions by showing you my process of analyzing the stocks. As I have already told you a couple of times, that I use StockEdge for my end of the day research, and I use TradingView for my charting solution. And I typically use both these platforms and explain you how do I analyze the chart. Let me clarify that I am not a value investor, neither I am an intraday trader. I prefer to call myself an active investor who is constantly in the market looking out for opportunities to trade the market. Okay, so I'm an active investor who trade. You should understand the difference between being an active trader and active investor. Okay, so I am actually in the cross section where I'm an active investor and I trade. The beauty of my model is that I live my life very peacefully. I don't care whether market has gone down today or market has gone up, or for that matter market is closed today or something has happened in the market. So today was a special day because something seriously was wrong with the exchange and things didn't go as per the plan. But doesn't matter to me because my positions are based on medium to longer swings. So I don't play swing for 2 days or 5 days. My positions are typically for 15 days to probably 2 months or 3 months. Until my stock is showing strength, I always prefer to hold on to my stock. And this is a market right now which is rewarding people like me who have conviction in their stocks and who can hold on to the position. Very tough market to make money if you are weak heart, because your stop loss will get hit very frequently. So the typical model which is working in the market right now is hold on to the good stocks which you already have. And when I say good, doesn't mean fundamentally good, because I believe that if a stock is strong, automatically fundamentally it has to be good, because there are a lot many people who are interested in buying that stock. So the best model which I have deployed for myself is to look out for relatively strength stocks and hold on to them till they are showing me relative strength. Okay, so I would my always endeavor is to help you guys learn this science. So in the process of making you learn this science, I have conducted webinar. I'm conducting these live every week. I'm conducting these live. So I was conducting Hindi on Monday and English in Wednesday, but I thought that let's continue with only one, which is in English. So let's get it going. So now the intention is very simple, that how do we analyze stocks? So I'll take examples from your stocks, your queries, and then I'll try to answer those stocks. Okay. So let us start taking a few examples. Uh, okay. So this is the question which Rahul is asking me, that what is my view on PSU banks and ITC? Okay. Let's get it going. So let me share my other screen with all of you. Okay. So Rahul, your question is with respect to PSU banks. Okay. Now, if you are looking to know the view on a PSU bank, you need to know what is PSU bank index doing. Okay. So I've created this my trading view watch list, where I have added all the sector indices and their respective constituents inside this watch list. Okay. So let me go to PSU bank and let us click here in the PSU index. Now, if you look at the index very clearly, PSU index is in a very strong buying territory where RS has been above zero for a long time. And this model, which I have explained to people multiple times, there is a webinar also which I have taken. If you are interested in learning the process, you can take that webinar. You see, PSU Bank RS is above zero. That means it is outperforming the market, and it has been consistently above zero, not showing any sign of going below zero. Okay, so the trend is also, RS trend is also above positive trend. Plus, the super trend is positive. All the moving averages are also positive. That means this index is in bull hand. Always remember that every stock is either handled by a bull or is handled by a bear. We have all learned through the Netflix, through the series of Harshad Mehta, that ultimately either you have a bull camp or a bear camp, and whichever camp is more prominent or more active in the market, that's where the stock typically moves to. So BSU Bank, definitely bulls are more active because the bank index has been outperformer. Now, out of this, which stock is something? So once you have concluded that PSU sector, PSU banking sector is good, now the other role is to figure out which stock probably could outperform. Okay, I think in last Wednesday I talked about this particular sector as well. Let's try to do the analysis again. So Canada Bank, see Canada Bank looks again because of the structure of the index, all these PSU banks will largely become positive. But Canada Bank CRS is slightly going down. It is showing a bit of underperformance. But having said that, other indicators are showing strength. So Canada Bank is strong. Uh, Indian Bank is also very strong. Okay. CUB is bad. Look at the structure. CUB, it is the price is downtrend. RS is also still below zero, and it is not showing a sign of major uptrend. So CUB is bad. Punjab National Bank could have been better, but look at the structure. It is not showing a convincing strength, but all the moving averages are suggesting that it could go up. So probably Punjab National Bank, I will only enter if there is a convincing breakout. Okay. Then we have UCO Bank. Again, a very, very erratic counter. I don't prefer these kind of stocks because look at the RS chart. See, my friend is a RS. Okay. I always believe that at least one indicator should become your friend for life. And you should totally believe on that friend, rely on that friend, because finally there is one friend who will always be there with you for a lifetime. And RS is something which I've identified. Jammu Kashmir Bank, see, okay, not great. So out of these, looks like Canada Bank, Indian Bank looks to be a better candidate. Then let's go to Union Bank. Looks impressive. It is again in uptrend. Okay, it has corrected from the top, but RS is still above zero, and the RS can take a support around zero. So it looks okay. Maharashtra Bank, again, structurally positive. It has corrected, but RS, if RS is above zero, I'm okay. I'm continuing with my long position. On the daily chart, okay, if you guys are probably looking at playing for a shorter tenure, enter and exit faster. So I look at daily chart because, as I said, my positions are for a longer duration. If you guys are looking to build position for a shorter duration, maybe for 2 days to 5 days, then 2 hourly chart is a good indication. So the same logic of RS you can see in the 2 hourly chart and act accordingly. Bank of Baroda, again, see all the PSU banks, they have corrected, but the index is showing strength. So at some point of time, hopefully these banks will revert back from their support zone or the demand zone. So if you see a point where till the moving averages are below the price, the trend in the PSU stocks, PSU banking stock is still positive. Okay. Let's go to Bank of India. See, more or less all the PSU stocks, banking stocks have similar kind of a structure. So you have to largely rely on this index. And if your index is showing positivity, then I would suggest that there is definitely no reason to be worried of. So I will continue to figure out stocks which have strength, and I will find opportunity to enter those stocks. Now let's talk about ITC. So a couple of days ago, I did tweet that my model is suggesting that ITC is a short candidate. Okay, you see, what is my model? My model is very simple, and I'm keeping this always in front of people as a transparent model. I don't play this hide and seek game. You see, RS is showing weakness in ITC, and it has started showing weakness here after this candle was made. And I tweeted that around 217 level that ITC doesn't look to be strong candidate to me anymore. Obviously, they did give dividend, So 5 rupee ex dividend was there, so that's why prices also went down. But generally, if you see the structure of ITC, it looks like a weak candidate. Okay, maybe price will go up from 205, 206. The price can revert back, but if the price goes up, the stock should show strength. And the only indicator which can actually give a reflection of a strength in a stock is RS. Okay, so if the RS is less than zero, I'm always wary of participating in this kind of a stock, because I don't get conviction that these stocks will actually go very, very up. So maybe ITC, if you are holding it, see, I will hold it. I took it on a breakout and then I had to book a loss here because I was not getting conviction in this stock that it is ready for the next big leg move beyond 245 level. So probably for the time being, I have exited. I don't know what you will do, but yes, it's a weak stock at this moment. Okay, let's see some more questions with respect to stock. Okay, so I can see register online. I don't know his name, but uh, quantity Bajaj Finance and Tata Steel in 2004 have significant quantities, sell or hold, no finance background. I only buy and keep stocks for 10 to 15 years. Okay, so this gentleman has a stock called Bajaj Finance and Tata Steel since 2004. Now, if you are holding a stock for a period of 10 to 15 years, then obviously you don't look at daily chart or the 2 hourly chart. Then you will have to look at the weekly chart. Okay. So let me just revert back to a weekly RS chart, which I have. So this is my trading view template which I have created, and this is a simpler template. So I have not added two durations here. This is just one duration. And for a longer tenure calls on a stock, I prefer to use a weekly chart. So let's do Bajaj Finance, okay? And people who are part-time into the market, no, I always suggest them to look at these kind of charts for a weekly chart, because it gives you a better conviction for a longer tenure, for a longer positions in the market. Okay, Bajaj Finance, yeah, this is Bajaj Finance futures. Okay, this is Bajaj Finance, okay? So this is a weekly chart of Bajaj Finance. Current price is around 5,560. You have bought it since 2004, which is quite a long period, okay? Now, if you are, see, very honestly, look at, again, the same model which I want to communicate, that if you are looking for a longer hold in any stock, look at the weekly chart and look at the trend of this stock through a simple indicator called super trend. So this is a simple indicator, super trend. So when super trend is positive, you continue your long journey. And when RS is above zero, this time for a weekly analysis, I'm using 21 period RS. I'm not using 55 period RS because 55 period RS will take some time for confirmation. 21 period RS is okay because we are looking at the weekly chart. Okay. So you see from here, the stock has given a buy call. And this was the price when the breakout happened, which was around 3740. Okay. And the stock is continuing its rally. In fact, previous swing high, which was around 4929, the stock has given breakout here as well after this particular price. Okay. So I would suggest that you hold on to this stock because the stock has an upward trend. And these are the stocks which will actually be a long-term wealth creator for yourself. So you should not be in a hurry to sell this stock till the stock is outperforming the market. See, I've been always telling this to everyone in multiple forums that relative strength of a stock vis-a-vis Nifty is the most important indicator to judge whether that stock is in control of bull or is in control of bear. And how do you study this? This is a template which I use. I mean, you guys can also use this template. If you want to get knowledge about this science, just go to Elon Markets. I have recorded a webinar which is worth only 1,000 rupees, but this webinar can actually change your life. Trust me, if you have not studied RS yet, I will seriously advise all of you to look at this webinar. And I promise that after this webinar, you will not need anyone else. You will not need me. You will not need any analyst in market. All you would need is your tool, StockEdge and Elon Markets and StockEdge and Trading View. And with that tool only, you can probably do your own homework rather than relying on people like us. Okay. So this webinar, I want you to take the Golden Strategy webinar. Very, very useful webinar in case you want to learn the process on your own. The second question, the second stock is Tata Steel. So let's go to Tata Steel. So it's pretty much the same. You see, the RS is above zero for some time now, and the stock is continuously going up. So I don't find any reason why you should be in a hurry to sell this stock. So on a weekly chart, it looks like a buying candidate. But if you feel that maybe you want to sell it in near future, then start looking at the daily chart also. And when in daily chart you get an indication to sell, probably you can sell on a daily basis. Don't look at period below daily chart, otherwise you'll get a lot of noise. So weekly chart is good enough for you to make a judgment for a period of 10 to 15 years. Okay. Mr. AK is asking me about Bandhan Bank. Chale Bandhan Bank dekhte hain. I'm assuming, Mr. AK, you are asking for a shorter swing, not for a 4 year, 5 year swing. Typically, weekly or monthly chart will take you there. But let's focus on the shorter swing, which is the daily RS. So let me change the template. So I've created my template in such a way that I can adjust things accordingly. So let's Bandhan Bank ko dekhte hain. Okay, so Bandhan Bank, unfortunately, look at this chart. I mean, I don't have to speak anything. Mr. AK, you yourself see that this stock is not in a good health. This stock cannot give you big money because it is an underperformer. Moving averages ke niche chal raha hai. Stock is in control of bear. Plus, you have to understand that these are stocks which don't follow the efficient market theory, where genuine transactions enact. It's something definitely there in these stocks which we as normal people can't comprehend. So I would say that don't trade in this stock because it's so erratic that maybe a proper science in these stocks doesn't work so much. Well, I would suggest immediately if you have this stock, you should sell it because maybe your opportunity cost of holding on to these stocks will be very, very high comparison to probably the money you will be able to make. Okay, Mr. Tukaram is asking about Infosys. Okay, so let's talk Infosys. Guys, don't use my interaction for the purpose of asking stock queries. Okay, I always keep on telling people that my process of analyzing a stock has to be understood and inculcated. This session is not, I'm not an expert, I'm not a YouTuber who's here to talk about your stock ideas. Okay, I'm here to explain you a process, and if you can adopt that process, that will be a phenomenal value addition you can do for yourself in your life. Okay, Mr. Tukaram is asking about Infosys. So Mr. Tukaram, Infosys at this juncture, I think, is preparing itself for a bigger move. You see, it is the RS is almost around zero. That means it is exactly performing like a market. Okay, and it is cooling off here. So there is a fair bit of consolidation happening in this stock. That's why super trend is also giving a negative indication. But moving averages are still suggesting that the stock can hold on here for some time. So I would say that between 1230 to this range between 1330. So 1230 to 1330 looks like a range where probably this stock will stay for some time. Although there is a negative bias. So if it goes below 1230, probably it will correct further. But I would say that the best way to play this stock right now is to look at options. And if you can play the range in option between 1230 to 1330, I think that probably would be a better strategy because the stock doesn't look like it is in a hurry to go either way. It probably want to stabilize, consolidate there for some time rather than be in a hurry to do something miraculous. Okay. Okay. Abhay is asking a very good question that निफ्टी या निफ्टी 500 के लिए एडवांस डिक्लाइन रेशियो को चार्ट पर कैसे प्लॉट करें? That's a good question. I don't know whether TradingView has it or not. StockEdge, may we do give this data. You see, on a daily basis what is the advanced decline ratio we are giving. Probably I will also take this as a request to create a chart of this plotted with Nifty. Probably I don't know whether you'll get some help about it or not, but चलो एटलीस्ट उसको ट्राई करेंगे. बाकी देखते हैं ट्रेडिंग व्यू के अंदर में एडवांस डिक्लाइन रेशियो है क्या. एडवांस डिक्लाइन रेशियो. Okay, NYSE advanced decline ratio is there. Let's see India का advanced decline ratio है क्या. Let's see. So yeah, I can see no, I can't see advanced decline ratio India here. Sorry about it. यहाँ पे नहीं है, but it's a good requirement. I will highlight this to my team and see if we can work on it. अभी advanced decline ratio real time basis पे I'm not sure which website will be able to give you. I'm not sure. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, JP Trading is asking what is RS. Okay, RS is a relative strength indicator which I've been following for a long period of time now. And it's basically, when you see there is a car race going on, how do you know which one will win? So through two ways. One is the speed of individual cars, which is measured by speedometer, which is nothing but relative strength index. Okay, relative strength index is RSI, which is available everywhere, which measures the intensity of movement in a stock. Okay, excuse me. And the other thing is relative performance of one car vis-a-vis the other car, which is called relative strength, where you see even if the speed of two cars is given, one car, if the other car is performing better than the one car, then obviously the chances of the other car winning becomes much higher. So relative strength is measured on the theory of outperformance of a stock or underperformance of a stock vis-a-vis the broader market. And I have explained this concept very, very clearly in my webinar. I would seriously advise you guys to look at my webinar and understand this theory because it really is a very, very good theory which works fantastically in the market. Okay. What we have done in StockEdge, if you go to scan and price scan, we have given this relative strength which I follow in StockEdge also. So if you don't have trading view, don't worry about it. In StockEdge, we have given it. Here you can actually scan and find out the list of stocks which are outperforming the market. And there are different criteria which we have given, like strongly outperforming benchmark index, strongly underperforming benchmark index, etc., etc. So by going through that list, you can actually identify stocks which has higher propensity of probably underperforming or outperforming the market. Okay. Actually, let's do this exercise. Let's figure out increasing relative strength benchmark index. This means the stocks where the relative strength is increasing on a daily basis, where it takes last 3 days. So if you see it says that RS is increasing for the last 3 days. So RS1 is greater than RS2 is greater than RS3. So these are the stocks when RS is increasing for the last 3 days. That means these stocks are outperforming the market for the last 3 days. So chances that these stocks will continue to outperform the market actually goes very high. So these are way you can filter down the stock. So you can have two theories when you trade in the market. Either you have your own watch list. For example, I have my own watch list here in TradingView. So this is my watch list which I track. And I try to only generate trades based on the stocks which are there in this watch list. Or you scan using these parameters, and StockEdge scan is phenomenal. I mean, what we have done is created fantastic ready-made scans for you where you don't have to get bothered with parameters to be chosen. We have already chosen the best parameters for you and given it to you. Use these scans, maybe combine multiple scans. You can actually do a combination scan. Like I have done so many combo scans. And for example, a combo scan like stocks where delivery quantity is high, which are trading within 52-week high zone, where there is increasing relative strength, And also fundamentally, stocks where cash from operation is consistent. So if you see the list of stocks, so these are the stocks which are satisfying all these criteria. Okay. So if at all anything has to happen in the market, first thing first will happen in these stocks, because these stocks are stronger stocks, and the probability of movement in the stock would be slightly higher than probability of movement in other stocks, right? Let's go to one of these stocks. Let's go to Cummins. So when you go to Cummins, you see that there was high delivery yesterday. It closed within 52-week high zone, which is within 15% of 52-week high. Then there is an increasing relative strength, and the company is also consistently generating cash from operation. Now let's go to H chart, where I've designed my template. Fantastic. Look at this stock. On the H chart also, you see ultimately this stock has it's trading above all these trend lines. There is enough delivery based activity which is happening, and RS is also greater than zero. So this is one stock which should be part of my buying radar. That means you should always try to find out levels when you want to buy this stock. Now, how do you find out that? Two ways, very simple, two ways. So let's go to Cummins in trading view. So I'm explaining you the process. If you like the process, probably you can like this video also and share with other people, or you can also subscribe to that webinar. So you see Cummins, you see on a daily basis, the stock definitely is positive. Okay. So the way you should deal with it, yesterday I recorded a video and I posted in my channel talking about how Abhimanyus are coming into the market and what you should do to protect yourself, or how do you deal with the market. In today's market scenario, we can't invest all money in this stock at this price. So I suggest invest 25% here, because the stock is trending up. It's a strong momentum. Everything is fine about this stock. So invest 25% here. If suppose stock goes down to say these levels around 750, deploy another 25% here. If it goes down further here at 700, deploy another 25% here till the stock is outperforming the market. If the stock starts underperforming the market, then you have to book your loss. Okay. But if the stock is outperforming the market and the price is going down because of market, then obviously you want to continuously deploy your money in these stocks, because whenever market will reverse, these are the stocks who will outperform the market because they have been outperforming. So first category of stocks which will reverse when market reverse would be these stocks which are outperforming the market. And you can't time it, always remember. It is not possible to time everything. So maybe Cummins today, you see that stock price has gone down, but you never know. Tomorrow it can go up, or day after tomorrow it can go up. So the best model which I have designed for myself is this: that A, I have limited stocks. B, if I have to scan these stocks, then I create my scanners, figure out stocks where there is some possibility of a price moving up, and then start building small positions in those stocks. Okay, let's. I hope JP Trading World have been able to understand. Yeah. Okay, so there is a question by Rishikesh Devdhar that sell intraday position was not able to square up. What should be done? I think you're talking about today's case जहाँ पे MIS position को आप square नहीं कर पाए थे. I think you should talk to your broker and figure out कि उसका क्या कर सकते हैं. Technical Gujju ji is asking a question about PNB and BOB. Okay, PNB का मैंने आपको बताया कि PNB सी स्ट्रक्चरली उतना खराब नहीं है, बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि इसका आरएस ना वीकनेस की तरफ टेंड कर रहा है, तो मे बी यहां से एक सपोर्ट लेके बाउंस कर सकता है. बट अगर आप अभी अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, इसको अवॉइड करिए. थोड़ा आरएस को ना स्ट्रेंथ दिखाने दीजिए, और फिर उसके बाद वापस से एंटर करने का प्लान बनाना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये वीकनेस की तरफ एक रिफ्लेक्शन दे रहा है. बट कर सकते हैं, मतलब 20% प्रॉब्ली इसमें डिप्लॉय कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि ओवरऑल मूविंग एवरेज भी इसका ट्रेंड पॉजिटिव दिखा रहा है, तो इतना खराब भी नहीं है. बट ठीक है, आई मीन वी कैन स्टिल मेक एन अटेम्प्ट, बट ऐसा कोई बहुत कन्विंसिंग नहीं लग रहा है कि यहां से फायरवर्क्स हो जाएंगे. ओके, बीओबी अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू गाइस दैट बैंक ऑफ, प्लीज डू नॉट use my interaction with you for the purpose of getting stock ideas, because That's not the purpose. The purpose is to explain you the process which even you can understand, you can design for yourself. This is a better stock. Technical गुजुजी, this is a better stock. पीएनबी के मुकाबले ये better है because अभी भी उसमें strength बाकी है, right? और आप देखो थोड़ा करेक्शन होता है, जब जब ये थोड़ा करेक्शन होता है फिर उसके बाद में एक ये रैली देता है और अपवर्ड ट्रेंड इसका कंटिन्यूड है, तो मे बी यहाँ से करेक्शन हुआ है, यहाँ से इसके अंदर में एक प्रॉब्ली रैली आ सकती है, तो आप इसको देख सकते हैं. नो नो स्टॉक रिकमेंडेशन प्लीज, आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग द प्रोसेस. आप प्रोसेस समझ के अपने जजमेंट से ही काम कीजिएगा, किसी भी चंद का, मेरा भी मत सुनिए, किसी का मत सुनिए, अपना ही सुनिए. वो कहते हैं ना, सुनो सबकी करो अपनी, करना आपको अपना ही है. ओके, मिस्टर मुदस्सिर का प्रश्न ले लेते हैं. HCL टेक. ओके, लेट्स टेक HCL टेक. सो HCL टेक्नोलॉजीज का बात करें तो वेल देखिए अभी at this moment clearly looks like the stock is not in a hurry to perform. Okay, again RS has gone below zero, although the stock is not trading around 892, which is its 100-day moving average. So probably the stock can take support from here, or every time the stock has come near this convergence of 100 moving averages, the stock has taken support. So probably maybe I will deploy some capital here, but 800 is actually the most safest bet. Maybe by that time RS also starts showing me uptrend. So I would say that if you have it, hold on till probably this point 880. And if you don't have it, and if you want to buy, probably I will wait till 200 moving average to go all in. Maybe I can add some bit here, but the idea is to add more, which is more aggressive bet. Then I would say near 200 moving average, when RS has started showing strength, that will be the time for me to add the stock. Gorish Nayak is asking me a very good stock, Godrey. GODFREY. No, not at all. Absolutely no. Look at this structure. You will yourself say that. See, I'll tell you something. A stock which is very, very weak, okay, like this, RS is less than zero, price is below. So the stock technically will underperform, okay. But the stock can go up tomorrow. Why? Because someone who is taking a contrarian view in this stock may come and buy this stock. And very honestly, it's very, very difficult to make an assessment of when that will happen. Because someone who is taking a contrarian view can have some information, some insight, which you and me cannot judge based on the price. Okay. So that's the difference between technicals and fundamental, where fundamentally you need to have some extra edge or some more information to take a contrarian view. Typically, fundamentals, they take a contrarian view. And technically, you always like to follow the trend, the current market picture. So current market picture is negative, but if you have some fundamental input, Gorish, and if you believe fundamentally this stock can outperform, then I would suggest look at the weekly view of this stock, because fundamentally it's better to look at a longer tenure. Daily and 2 hourly is good for your shorter tenure. But fundamentally, I would say look at the longer tenure. So let's do a weekly chart analysis. See, on a weekly basis, also this stock doesn't look a good candidate. So I would avoid these kind of stocks who are not showing me strength. As simple as that. Okay, Krishna is saying bought DLF because of multi-year breakout. Yep. That's DLF has been running up for some time now. And yes, multi-year breakout is there in this stock, and the stock is showing strength, but it has become expensive. It has been shouting to buy since what level? Since I've drawn a line also here, which was around 17th of November. तब से RS देखो इसका zero के ऊपर है. तो yes, the risk reward ratio, as I explained in my yesterday's videos also, that risk reward ratio is not favorable. So you should be mentally prepared that the stock can come down also. So you should not get mentally disturbed. For example, a lot of people get disturbed. Yesterday, a lot of people got disturbed when market was coming down. because people generally buy at all levels. If they can buy at high levels also, and you can have a tendency of getting disturbed. So only chew that much which your teeth can absorb. Okay, so I would say that because these stocks have gone up so much, 100% investing in these stocks will be slightly counterproductive. So let's go ahead slow, maybe 20-25% now, and when price comes down, another 20-25%. There is no sign of this stock crashing and you losing a lot of money because of holding on to that stock. But buying at this price is quite counterproductive. So buy but slow quantity. Okay, Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy Lab. Or see the a stock which is weak can go up. Okay, from 4395 it went up to 4894, which is almost the 500 point, which is 10%. But then it again went down because the stock is weak. Okay, so that's the point which I'm saying, that this buying which someone did was a contrarian view, that someone had some information about this company or some insight about this company, and there was a contrarian play here. And most of the retail traders, we get stuck in this kind of a move because we start believing that, oh, the stock is ready to recover now. But here my RS actually is a big savior, because if RS doesn't show me that kind of a strength in recovery, then I typically don't enter. So, based on my theory, I will always be buying expensive. uh, I will not be able to do bottom fishing, because only when the stock is recovered from the bottom, the RS start giving hint. But then I will buy expensive and probably I will exit also expensive. So I'll make money in momentum rather than making money in a contrarian, because a contrarian play is always relevant when you're doing a fundamental oriented research, not the technical oriented research. Okay. Okay. Let's see more questions. Okay. Okay, Chandrashan is asking about Tata Motors. So let's also see StockEdge Tata Motors chart. So I'm going slightly slow today because I'm having to take. So I hope you won't mind if my voice is slightly slow today. So this stock is the strength of this stock is pretty much intact. So I would always advise, if you have it, you have to continue with the stock. In fact, I should also figure out what is the open interest position in this stock. So the chart is saying it's pretty much there, so nothing to worry. Tata Motor is always a buy candidate at this price. But let's see the open interest in the stock. So let's see the OI build up. So the OI, when the price was 180, 190, 60, was OI was around 6 crore 50 lakh shares. Right now OI is around 8 crore 34 lakh shares. Yeah, so lot of position is there in this stock. So I would always prefer to hold on to such stock where operator is also active and the price is also showing strength to me. Okay. Okay, Janil Patel is asking, I used to think 50 stock decide value of Nifty 50, Nifty 50 decide value of Nifty future. Then how come future OI decide direction of Nifty 50? Because lot many people trade Nifty 50 futures, and because of the margin benefit, because of derivative transaction, because there is so much of liquidity in Nifty, so first point of contact for a wider participation is the futures contract, and then the cash market impact is seen. So Janelle, theoretically you are correct, but practically future actually drives the cash market movement. Okay. Okay, so there is one point which someone made was very interesting, that means you don't buy on pullbacks. No, that's not true. Yes, I do buy on pullbacks only if my RS is more than zero. If my RS is below zero, then definitely I will not buy on pullback. So my theory is very simple, that I should get a conviction that the stock is ready to fly. And that will only happen if my RS is greater than zero. Okay. Okay. Meghna is asking me, what is the difference between relative performance and relative strength scan in StockEdge? Yeah. So we created relative performance first, which is basically, if any stock is outperforming the market for a period of 1 week and 3 months, which was our first assessment of a strong stock. Okay. And then we created relative strengths, which is based on the theory of outperformance vis-a-vis a certain period, which is 55 period. So relative performance was more 3 month and 1 week, and this became a 55 period. So you can assume that both talks about the same thing, but the parameters are different. So we created that first, and then we created this. So that's why the scans are different. You can combine both these in combo scan and get more filtered stock, which are probably satisfying both the criteria. You know how to do that combination scan. If you don't know, then you should definitely look out for the combination scans and try the combination scans. Okay, what I can do is, as part of your trial, if you are not Stockage user and if you'd like to use Stockage and see all these scans for once and experiment with them, so what I can do is just go to stockage.com. I'll give you 1 month free trial. You can use this, use my code. So you can go to pricing, you can go to this premium, just go to subscribe. So this monthly plan, just go to subscribe. You can log in with your email ID. Just have any email ID. Oh, this one I can't. Okay, so let me just try with my other email ID, which was this. Okay. Now I know why. This was changed. Oh shit, I don't remember the password now. Let it be then. It was changed. So you just log in using your email or whatever email ID. I can't use this because I'm already a subscriber, so it will not allow me to use it. But let's see. Let me try. So you subscribe to this monthly plan. Yeah, it will not allow me because I'm already a subscriber. Sorry. So let I mean, I don't want to waste your time on this. So let's discontinue this. So I can give you a coupon code. Just use my coupon code in the monthly plan. The coupon code is VIV100. Okay. So use this VIV100 coupon code in the Stockage monthly plan, and you will get that plan worth 400 rupees free. Use it for a month and see if it adds value to you. And if it adds value, then you can probably upgrade to an annual plan uh, by taking up the offer which we have in store for all of you. Okay, let's see more questions. Okay, I have Vinod asking me about Zensar technology. So let's do that. So Zensar. Oh, okay. Oh wow, this is brilliant. This is what a lovely chart this is, yeah. So let's see trading view. Oh, absolutely amazing chart. Look at this. It is above, RS is above zero now. Enough volume, enough delivery based activity. Look at the delivery. Uh, Look fantastic. Look at the kind of delivery which is happening in this stock, combining both the exchanges. So I will anyways go I'll be very positive about this stock because it is giving very, very strong conviction of buying. In fact, this stock I will also track now. I'm just writing it down. Looks like a very, very interesting play. Zensar Technology. Oh, by the way, you can do one thing also, just to give you an understanding. So in Stockage, you can actually create your watch list. So you just go to watch list, my watch list. Uh, so you can create multiple watch lists. So you can create one of the watch list called YouTube session and add the stock. So you'll be able to see on what day you added the stock and what is happening in that stock. Okay, very, very, very insightful feature this is. Apart from that, when you are going through any stock, there's something on notes. Very interesting. Huh? So in notes, you can write that discussed on 24th of Feb, discussed on 24th Feb YouTube live session looks interesting. So I can just save the note. Now this becomes part of your digital diary. So you don't have to write down anywhere. In Stockage itself, you can maintain that digital diary. And once you go to My Stockage and Stock Notes, you actually see all the interactions, all the notes which you have written. So suppose you meet any friend and you discuss stock ideas, either you can make that watch list of your friend, or probably you can write down notes. So notes can be stock specific notes or sector notes or whatever notes you want to write. So use Stockage as your digital diary. It's a very unique feature, but very, very interesting feature of Stockage. Okay, so this is a question by Mr. Biswas. ITC is technically weak, but brokerage houses are giving high targets. Why? Because brokerage houses are giving targets based on fundamentals, and possibly fundamentally the stock is very good, but technically right now it looks weak. So I will only participate when the technical weakness starts becoming strength, and RS is good indicator which can show you that transition from a weak stock to a strong stock. Okay. Okay. Dilip is asking about NBCC. So चलिए NBCC देखते हैं. NBCC. Oh wow, very nice. अच्छा है. I think overall this stock has a good structure. So again, this stock I will build position in this stock. So I will not buy everything at this price. Probably I will buy 20%, and if it falls down to this level 32, 31, again 20%, and it falls down to 30, again 20%, till RS is more than zero. If suppose while falling the RS is also going below zero, then I'll book my loss. Okay, I should be mentally prepared to book my loss in weak stocks. Okay, and I should be mentally prepared to carry my position in strong stocks. That's market. See, market will keep on going up, keep on going down. A peaceful market participation, such something which I practice a lot, and you can see based on my mindset, my comfort zone, that why I'm at peace, because if I have a strong stock, even if the stock is going down, and if it continues to remain strong, I'll hold on to that stock because I have no pressure. But a weak stock in the situation of weak market has to be sold first, because you never know what will happen to that weak stock. Okay, we can take some examples of weak stocks also. Out of these, I think none of the stock. CSC. Look at CSC. So look at this stock. RS is below zero. It tried to go above zero. Yes, the price went up from 590 to 728. I may have missed this pass, but at least I didn't get stuck at the top level because my RS is not giving me a convincing buying signal. You're getting my point. That's the beauty of this kind of an indicator, where if you get into the trap, this was a trap. This was trap meant for retail investors. This trap. Uh, just a minute. Sorry, I want to make a box. I keep on getting confused in trading view at times. So anyways, just see this one. Yeah, so this movement, this was a trap where price went up in a hurry, and RS also went up, and this also went up. So we may have got stuck here by buying, but because RS started going down again, I could have just booked my loss here. So trust one system which you get married to and follow that system. That's the theory. Rather than experimenting too many things here and there, probably you will end up going nowhere. So Okay. Sale. Wow, fantastic. So look at sale. Fantastic stock. Uh, Look at this stock. Yeah. So RS above zero. So I'll always try to find out opportunities to buy this stock till RS is above zero. And every time the stock is available at a retracement. So this is for a question which someone said that so you don't buy at retracement. That's not true. So yes, the stock is corrected, but I find out a demand zone here. And if RS is above zero and the stock is at a demand zone, then I will make an attempt, no, because my risk reward ratio is very favorable in that kind of a scenario. You're getting my point that if a stock is strong and the price is falling and the RS still remains above zero, then I will figure out a demand zone where I can make an attempt because my risk reward ratio is very favorable in that demand zone. Sale was classic example at 57. This so my line is already drawn. So at this level, there was a good time to buy and actually went up to 70. If you talk about it right now, till RS is above zero, I'm comfortable with this stock. I'm not in a desperation to square up my trade because the stock is pretty much in a strong hand, and I would like to carry my trade in a strong hand rather than getting inside a weaker stock or weaker hands. Okay, Dipen bhai is asking me a question on Maruti. चले Maruti देख लेते हैं. हाँ, look at this stock. कैसे बढ़ेगा ये stock? आप बताओ. Dipen, you're absolutely correct. Look at this stock. Very weak stock. Even if price goes up, RS goes up a bit, but फिर zero में जाके वापस से RS नीचे. देखो. Is it a rocket science which I'm teaching? It's a very simple science. And I just keep on people saying this to people. Yeah, it's a very simple science. You just have to be disciplined with your approach. Look at the Maruti. It goes up, come down, goes up, come down, goes up, come down. It's a weak stock. Every time it goes up, sell. Because it's a weak stock. It has to show outperformance before you buy it convincingly for a long time. Do I go short on this stock? That is not an easy answer to make. For that matter, right now, moving averages and everything is suggesting it to go short. But going short is far more riskier than going long. Okay. So you better, if you go short, then better use options to manage your risk because going short in futures can show you a lot of mark to market loss. We're going cash market, you can't go short. So maybe you can use option spread to execute a negative trending position in Maruti. Right, Dipen? Okay. The people are just more interested in talking about stocks and taking my view on stocks. But I think people are not asking me conceptual questions. That's the problem which I see with retail investors that we are more interested in knowing about what is happening in a stock. SpiceJet. Now, not at all. Just gone into negative zone. I'm not keen. Yes, if you want, you can take a chance. The risk reward ratio is not favorable. So, yes, if you see, it can take a support at around this level, and the moving averages is around 675, 76. So, probably yes, but it's a weak stock. Stay away. Okay. Any good dividend share? I want to hold some good dividend stocks for dividend income. Good question, Chandra. So, how do you find that? So, let's go to a StockEdge scan. In fundamental, there is a scan called dividend scan. Okay. So, positive dividend yield. All right. So, let's figure out stocks out of these which can give you good dividend and the chances of losing money is less. India Bull Housing Finance, the dividend yield is 14%. Why? Because last year they gave us special dividend. Let's click there and see updates, corporate action. You see, there was an interim dividend declared by the company last year, which was very aggressive. So maybe this year they may not give dividend. You never know. NCL India, NCL India is a power company, okay, and you see the corporate action, interim dividend, final dividend, okay. So the dividend rate which they have declared in this year is 1, last year is 7, then 2019 is 4, 2018 is 0.27, 2018 is 4. So that means on an average, this company is giving a dividend around 4 to 7. Okay. And will they be able to give dividend this year? For that, you need to check their financial performance. So look at their quarterly performances. Yes, the company has been generating sales quarter on quarter, and the company has last two quarters have been tough, but company has made profit. So possibly this company can give you dividend. Okay, and the company is into power generation. And who is the shareholder in this company? 79% is held by President of India. It's a public limited enterprise, so chances of getting dividend is also high, because once a public limited enterprise gives dividend, they typically sustain that dividend for a long time. So this is our fundamental. Now let's get into the chart. So what is my H chart saying? NCL India. So let's see a longer duration chart. So for that, I'll use Trading View. NCL India. Sorry, what is this stock? NCL India, no? Yeah. Is this the one? NCL Industries? Uh, I'm not getting what's the full name? Maybe NCL and oh NLC. What am I doing? Yeah. Sorry. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. Okay, so if you have to say hold on to this stock for the purpose of dividend, then obviously short term trend is not important. Then we have to look at longer tenure support and resistances of this company. So just look at the weekly chart. Okay. So look at the weekly chart. Obviously, the stock is staying here for some time. No hurry to correct. Trend is obviously negative. So I will definitely, and the fact that the price is low, that's why dividend yield is also high. So if you have to take a bet, probably you can take some bet here, because probably the company is a public sector entity, dividend is there, so the company can give you dividend if dividend is your objective. But on a short term momentum trade perspective, the stock is on a downtrend, maybe consolidating here for some time. Okay, so you can look at this stock if you want for dividend purpose. I mean, you can repeat this process of dividend again with other stocks. So there are many stocks which we identified here. So for each and every stock, you have to do that analysis. So look at Coal India, and let's go to chart of Coal India. So when you're taking a decision on a stock based on dividend, then obviously you can't look at daily chart. You have to look at the weekly chart. Same story. Public sector enterprise downtrend, trying to consolidate. So if you at all want to play a dividend play, you can play that. But from a shorter swing perspective, the stock doesn't look to have that kind of a strength that the price will go up. But yes, you can get the dividend for sure. Okay, Krishna is asking me a question. How are you setting up RS scan? Can we do that as well? And view on SADA Corp and Sequent both are falling from couple of days. Well, how am I setting the RS? See, there's a webinar which I had taken. Very honestly, uh, I would suggest you look at the webinar, because there may be a lot of follow-on questions which you have, and I'll be happy to answer those questions even after you have seen the webinar, because that's the reason we charge money for webinar, because if you have anything follow-on which need to be answered, we are the one who are responsible to get it answered. So take this webinar. It's not expensive. It's worth it. If you want to develop a setup, a process for yourself, take a webinar, learn everything, and then connect with us again. And we will definitely make sure that your whole journey becomes very peaceful for you. Almost 1,000 people have taken this webinar, and it's a very good webinar. And I have a team member who is continuously supporting my people who have attended the webinar. So it's a overall valuable exercise if you take the webinar and learn this process. Okay, guys. So I know I'm unable to answer all the questions, but this is what I have for you right now. Maybe next Wednesday we meet again. If you have any question, if you want to connect with me, my email ID is vivek@stockedge.com. Simple, vivek@stockers.com. Feel free to write to me. I will definitely make sure that I revert back to your query. And any kind of guidance you need from me, any support you need from me, I'll be happy to uh, lend my support to all of you, so that truly your journey in market becomes peaceful. This whole habit of becoming restless in market and just looking at market all the time and creating that impulse inside yourself, that has to die down now, and let's focus on creating a system, a rule for ourselves, so that we have more peaceful life, healthier life, and obviously wealthier life for each other. Thank you guys for attending this session. I hope you liked it. I thoroughly enjoy interacting with you. Keep tracking my work. My YouTube channel has a lot of content. I'm continuously recording Hindi content. My face to face is obviously there, and you should watch each and every face to face. I don't do face to face just for the sake of doing it. Every video is valuable. If you learn something from it, do that. All right. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for your time and attention. Bye bye. Good night. Take care of yourself.